that the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country. And we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.
I ain't going so far, so all I could do all the thing, but I am moving. I tired. Okay, morning. I need, if there's anybody on here, if you can tell me how well you're hearing me or not hearing me, because there is a river close by where I'm getting signal, and I'm not even sure if the signal here is strong enough for folks to be able to hear what it is I'm saying. All right, I see 2 people on. Okay, good. Right. Just let me know real quick in the messages if you're hearing me or not, please. Oops, dropped stuff. Let me know if you're hearing me and how well you're hearing me, because I just need to know how loudly I need to speak. So I come up for air a little bit. Give me a thumbs up, please. I'm seeing connection slow and all of that sort of drama. So, and because I know I'm out in... Hi, Alicia. Morning. Alicia, you hearing me clear? Right. Tiffy says she hearing fine. Good. All your Tiffy says she hearing fine, so I go in with what it is Tiffy say. This is not going to be long because where I am signal little on the iffy side, but I wanted to be able to address a couple of things. There is a river nearby as well, so I might be battling with the sound of the river. Okay, good. I see Bluto, aka Xander, aka Roger Alexander, aka should be hooked on phonics, trying to threaten bloggers. So there are a couple of things you'll need to be clear on here. What they're attempting to do is frighten people into hushing up, one, through dangling the whole possibility of not being able to travel to the United States. And that's fine, typical fascistic move. The other thing they're trying to do with that foolishness is grab headlines and distract you all away from other security issues and other crime issues and other economic issues. The energy sector is in free fall. It is November the 24th, if I had the date correct. November the 24th. So we're heading into November month end. And we still have people who waiting on pay from September and October. And we're heading into November month end. So they don't want all talking about who catching ass because salary is not being paid. They also don't want people to begin to ask questions about where the whole actual from for that 10%. Because Dave would have instruct Daryl to go and talk to Felicia and tell Felicia offer them a 10%. And Dale would have tell Daryl go and offer Felicia 10%. Felicia would have come out to she meeting, trying to make herself look nice and powerful and thing. We starting at 10%. Up to now, nobody ain't talking about where the money coming from. And that's an important question, because the point of a budget that lasts 3 weeks is that the entire lower house and upper house had to sit down and agree on how money being appropriated. Don't get tied up. There are legal reasons, legislative reasons for a budget debate happening in the upper house, the lower house, and at the level of the Standing Finance Committee. So if they have not allocated money, right, expenditure for that 10% in budget 2026, they have to come with stuff about the budget. The other thing is, Wednesday is stand your ground legislation in the parliament. They don't want nobody to start to talk about stand your ground legislation. They don't want nobody to start to get upset about stand your ground legislation, right? And the final thing I want to see, so did I cover everything? Energy sector in free fall, finance in free fall, people ain't get pay. Nobody could tell you where the money from to be able to pay the 10% that they claiming they agreeing to start at. Threatening people with visa to get them to hush up because they know they're doing a really bad job as a government, and people very upset about the job that they're doing as a government. stand your ground legislation coming to debate on Wednesday. Kamala, who feels she's a gangster in Parliament, but who she could cuff down when she can't even stand on she 2 feet far less to stand on business. Final thing. The Trinidad and Tobago Defense Force is playing absolutely no role in the Americans' military exercises here. Absolutely none. They are not communicating with our defense force. Our defense force not even a part of where it is taking place. So if you're seeing aircraft up in the air, we're not up in the air next to them. They are the ones doing things in our military space. If you are seeing them out on sea, we're not in the water with them. As a matter of fact, our radar has been picking up activity out in the Gulf. And when Coast Guard go to check to see what is going on, is 2 American vessels doing their own thing out in the Gulf of Paria that our TTDF has not been informed of. So somebody needs to ask Bluto and Sturge, who both seem to have sore throat, PIP, laryngitis when it comes to their actual portfolio activities, because don't get tied up. It is not Bluto's responsibility to determine who get access to a U.S. visa or doesn't get access to a U.S. visa. That's U.S. State Department things. That's U.S. Chargé d'Affaires things. That's U.S. Embassy things. So somehow, all of a sudden, Bluto is now a clerk in the U.S. Embassy, determining who could get and who can't get and who's supposed to get, and if they talk out of turn. Right? I have no idea how Bluto get them powers. Right? Powers I know not of, he suddenly seems to have. But he cannot explain to us what's going on with our security apparatus here. Neither him nor Sturge are speaking about it at all. And we have the Americans acting without us being knowledgeable about where it is taking place in our airspace, in our waters. And that's a critical thing. So somebody in mainstream media message Don Polo now, right? Because he's the chief of defense staff. Message Don Polo and ask Don Polo, Don Polo, boy, CDS, wherever all it is used to however all it is referred to him. Because I'm not a woman who know about how to address men in military service, right? Because me even cater. Ask Don Polo how much you know. Ask Don Polo what they're telling him. Ask Don Polo what role the TTDF playing in all of the military exercises that are taking place in Trinidad and Tobago right now. Because if aggression comes from our airspace or our waters, is we had to take their banks. So if we're not involved and we are allowing a foreign military power to use our airspace and our waters to aggravate somebody else, we go in and real catch we ass. And they don't want us paying attention. They don't want us asking those questions, and those questions need to be asked. Mainstream media could ask the questions, and all you need to be asking them questions as well. Now, I understand some people will not ask the questions because they're worried, they're concerned, they're fearful, they want to lose the U.S. visa. I will ask the questions. My visa expires in November next year. I can revoke it now. Revoke it now. Me and business. Everything I need, right in CARICOM. So once Mia and Andrew and whoever else willing to let me pass through the islands, I good to go. Me need nothing from up north. I real good down here. What's the last thing? Oh, all I want to be running down social media bloggers. So Bluto, this for you. One of your police officers called me 2 weeks ago to tell me they want to hold me in for questioning. What do they want to question me about? What do they want to know? My assets? My bust size? My waist size? My hip size? They want to know where in my pocket? What do they want to know, Bluto? Because let me tell you something. Other people might be scared. All enjoy the Monday. Take care.
That the PNM has found itself in, as the gentleman would have said rightly. Dr. Eric Williams, many years ago, said that every single member of the PNM is a propagandist of the PNM. And one of the first things I will do as your new chairman is to ensure that the propagandists of the PNM must be deployed on every nook and every cranny of this country, and we will chase them away on social media, and that the gospel of the PNM must be known to every single citizen of this country.